crying tragic waste of skin. I'm well aware of how it aches, and you still won't let me in. Now I'm breaking down your door to try and save your swollen face. Though I don't like you anymore, you lying, trying waste of space.
Your music indulges the state of confusion in the youngsters. Can confusion be a productive state of mind?
I suppose it's a constant state of mind from certain ages to certain ages, you know. Isn't confusion just looking for answers, you know?
I feel like I'm attending a philosophy class, you know, right now. It's kind of strange. You know, I think the answer to all of those questions is basically yes and no, you know, kind of thing. You know, it's like, it's a funny one, you know, because there are no real answers to that, to questions like that. There are cases where it's true and there are cases where it's false. It's just, it doesn't really sort of.
Okay, then let's go into a question where there is no where you will have probably.
It's so sort of it's such a philosophical kind of like and ambiguous and very very sort of open. It's like an essay question. Yeah, it's you know it's
too vast.
It's far too. It requires a great deal, hours of mental masturbation, you know, in order to get nowhere. You know,
don't have the time for that.
Every step we take that's synchronized, and every broken bond reminds me of the second time that I followed you home. You showed me lullabies as you're walking away. Reminds me that it's killing time on this fateful day. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefan Osdal. We'll see you at the bitter end. Mr. Stephen Hewitt. See you at the bitter end. Mr. William Lloyd. See you at the bitter end. Mr. Alex Lee. Is gonna see you at the bitter end.
Terrorism is nowadays a very popular word, especially connected to a very political medium. What do you think about emotional terrorism?
I would like to know exactly what that means as a phrase. I mean, I would like that explained to me.
You're always ahead of the pack. I drag behind. You possess every trait that I lack, by coincidence or by design.
Although you do not declare yourself religious, quite the contrary, I would say, are there any maybe Christian values that one can identify in your music?
Interesting question. Are there any?
I mean, you were raised up very, maybe very Catholic. And myself too. So I think there's a big switch from the lifestyle we have nowadays and the education we received when we were young.
Well, certainly, you know. I mean, when you have such a kind of intensely sort of religious upbringing, you either end up going, you kind of end up going either way, really. You either react against it or you sort of stay with it for the rest of your life. As far as whether or not there are any sort of, I wouldn't say that there are any specific doctrines or dogmas that, you know, that the Judeo-Christian religion sort of, you know, is built upon, which we are actively promoting, you know, apart from tolerance, you know. But is that in of itself a kind of a modern Christian value in itself? You know, I'm not really too sure.
From all these perspectives we've discussed, what is new about your new released album, Mads?
It's less songs. I mean, for us, it's our best album. You know, we didn't go in and try to do a radical departure. I guess it came out sounding, you know, like the more analog and the more live Placebo, you know, as opposed to the one before Sleeping with Ghosts, which is a bit more computer orientated, more electronic. I think the songs are stronger, and I think we needed less instrumentation and less production to make that point and for the songs to come through.
Space Monkey. What do you think of this track? How does it fit into the album?
It fits in at track 4. Exactly where it's meant to be. Very snugly, you know, nice and snug, like a hand in a glove.
Don't ever think, yeah, don't